You've probably noticed this before. The neighbor with the dented Honda Civic wearing a plain old hoodie who somehow buys a house outright, or disappears for a 3-week vacation with 0 Instagram posts. No flexing, no bragging. Meanwhile, the people who look like they're rolling in cash are often drowning in debt. That's because truly wealthy people often hide in plain sight. They're not showing off, they're stacking cash, investing smart, and making moves no one notices until it's too late to catch up. Today, I'm going to share 13 of those low-key money hacks. Each one is simple enough to start tonight, and stealthy enough that almost nobody will even realize what you're doing. Until they start wondering why you always look calm, even when life throws a $1,500 car repair your way. Pay extra attention to hack 9. It's so powerful it could fast-track your wealth before you even have a chance to tell anyone about it. Hack 1. Stealth Wealth Mindset. Decide right now that impressing strangers is less important than buying your own freedom. When a coworker flashes a new Rolex and asks what you drive, smile and say, "It gets me where I need to go." Skip the urge to match them and put the difference into an investment. A buddy of mine kept driving his 12-year-old Corolla after a promotion. No car payments meant he funneled thousands into index funds. $15,000 in just 3 years. Nobody clapped when he parked in the office lot, but everyone noticed when he moved into a bigger house debt-free. Hack 2. Pay yourself first automatically. The day your paycheck hits, send a set percentage. Maybe 10% to start, 15% later. Straight to a separate account before you even see it. I schedule my transfer for Saturday morning. By the time I check my account over coffee, the money's already gone. No temptation. One teacher I know sends $50 every Friday to her investment account. She jokes she can't remember her login, which is exactly the point. If you never see it, you can't spend it. Hack 3. Buy the whole market. Take those automatic transfers and invest in low-cost index funds instead of betting on a single next big thing. The S&P 500 has averaged close to 10% a year over decades. If you'd been putting just $25 a week into a broad market fund since 2013, you'd be sitting on over $20,000 today. And that's through the ups and downs. That's 2 pizzas a week transformed into half a car without picking a single stock. Hack 4. Treat windfalls like rocket fuel, tax refund, birthday money, a bonus from work. Whatever it is, put it straight to work instead of straight into Amazon orders. A nurse I met got a $900 attendance bonus and used every penny to pay off her last chunk of 19% credit card debt. That one move saved her over $100 in interest that year. Another friend invested a small inheritance into a dividend fund. Now, every 3 months, she gets $40 in payouts, enough to cover her internet bill without touching her paycheck. Hack 5. Fight lifestyle creep. Every time your income goes up, keep your spending mostly the same and send the raise to investments instead of upgrades. A graphic designer I know kept living with a roommate for 2 extra years after a big raise. The $500 a month she didn't spend on a solo apartment went into a real estate investment trust. By the time she finally moved out, the REIT dividends nearly covered her new rent. Freeze your lifestyle for just 1 year after each raise and watch your extra cash pile up. Hack 6. Stack extra income streams. Relying on one paycheck is like balancing on one leg. Add a second or third and you're walking steady. The security guard in my building edits podcasts on Sundays. He earns an extra $200 a month, which goes straight into his investments. In 5 years, that side gig alone will be worth $50,000. Pick something low stress that scales. Proofreading, Airbnb hosting, selling digital templates, or print-on-demand designs. Hack 7. Keep assets out of the spotlight. If you own rental properties, an online store, or any significant asset, consider putting it in an LLC with a boring name like Maple Street Holdings. When public records list the owner, they'll see the company, not you. A friend of mine owns 3 rentals this way and avoids awkward loan requests from distant relatives who have no idea she's a landlord. Hack 8. Use tax shelters. Contribute to a 401k or traditional IRA to lower your taxable income now and let your investments grow tax deferred. One colleague making $60,000 shifted $6,000 into his 401k and immediately saved about $1,200 in federal taxes. He then used his refund to start a Roth IRA, hitting both ends of the tax game in 1 year. Small tax moves like this can keep thousands out of the IRS's hands and in your portfolio. Hack 9. Commit to radical consistency. Wealth usually grows inch by inch, not in big leaps. An investor I know started in 2006, kept buying through the 2008 crash, and ignored the headlines. Friends thought she was nuts until her balance had doubled twice. Promise yourself you'll invest the same amount every month, whether the market is soaring or tanking. Your future self will thank you. Hack 10. Start early, even small. When it comes to compound interest, time beats amount. If you start investing $50 a week at 22, you'll likely end up ahead of someone who starts at 32, even if they invest twice as much. One college intern I met began putting $20 a week into a Roth IRA at 19. At a modest 8% return, she's on track for nearly $1 million by retirement, all from skipping one coffee a day. Hack 11. Keep a cash cushion. Cash is both your safety net and your opportunity fund. Keep at least 1 month of essential expenses in a high-yield savings account to avoid selling investments in a pinch. Aim for 3 months when you can. When my water heater exploded in 2020, the $1,000 repair didn't touch my investments. I used my cash buffer, then slowly refilled it. That same spring, I also used extra cash to scoop up stocks when prices dropped. Hack 12. Surround yourself with builders. Spend time with people who talk about building things, side hustles, investing strategies, ways to improve. Not just people who gossip about the latest iPhone. I grab coffee once a month with 2 coworkers who are obsessed with personal finance books. Those conversations have done more for my net worth than any seminar I've paid for. Hack 13. Give quietly. Generosity doesn't have to come with an announcement. Pay for the person behind you in the drive-thru. Leave a grocery gift card in someone's mailbox. When you give without posting about it, you train your brain to see money as a tool, not a trophy. It keeps you humble, it keeps your profile low, and it reminds you why you're building wealth in the first place. Pulling it all together. If you weave these 13 habits into your daily life, you'll become the stealth wealth expert of your neighborhood. Same hoodie, same car, but a portfolio that quietly compounds behind the scenes. Your fun, the concerts, trips, and treats will come from investment income, not paycheck stress. While others refresh their Instagram likes, you'll refresh your dividend payments. Over time, people will notice your calm first. How you shrug off surprise expenses, how you cover dinner without blinking. Some will assume you just got lucky. You'll know it was discipline, not chance. So, start now. Log into your payroll system and set up an automatic transfer. Open or add to a broad index fund. Pay off one high-interest debt today. Write a sticky note that says, invest before spending, compound before bragging, freedom before flash. Stick it on your bathroom mirror. Quiet money doesn't yell, but it speaks loudest when it buys you choices the noisy spenders will never have. The first choice you can make today, take one of these hacks and put it into action before the day ends.